How's it going, everyone? Meteorologist Danielle Grant here with your Facebook forecast update. Thanks so much for joining us here on Wednesday afternoon as we're winding down the month of March. Can you believe it? This one certainly is for the record books. This is just a snapshot of where we are sitting. The second wettest March here in Denver, the second snowiest March in Denver, and the fourth snowiest month of all time. If you are interested in the data, the totals like I am, take a look at this. Okay, these are our top 5 wettest Marches here in the city. Way back in 1883, we were sitting at more than 4.5 inches. So not quite there, that's for sure, but still a lot of free water that we desperately needed to see, especially with the dire drought conditions that a lot of us are facing here in Colorado. As far as the snowfall goes for the month of March, man, were we so close to tying or if not beating out 2003. A lot of folks reminiscing about all of the snowfall that came that month, and of course the monster storm that pushed through around a lot of people's spring breaks. But again, 2021 going down in the books at 34 inches after a little bit of snowfall yesterday and even late last night. Now this is the top 5 snowiest months that we have ever had here in Denver. You can see March 2021 is in that number 4 spot, again at 34 inches. Pretty impressive, but again, we got to go way back, like more than 100 years. December 1913, when the city saw close to, or I should say a little more than 57 inches. Just wild. I can't even imagine. Across downtown Denver for us this afternoon, some nice blue skies. In the distance, the foothills, the mountains still have the kind of that fresh little coating of white out there. Just glorious. Our temperatures, though, still on the cooler side today. That storm system, however, long gone. 40s around Fort Collins, out at DIA at the moment. Some low 50s in Burlington through Lamar. 20s and 30s going up in the high country, and again plenty of sunshine statewide as some drier conditions are starting to push through. The wind's just a light little breeze out at the airport. I do anticipate later this afternoon us making our way into the lower 50s here across the Front Range, northeastern Colorado, and then some 30s and 40s up in the mountains. But again, on HG Doppler 9, really not a ton going on for you. We really have to zoom out so you can see some of that moisture that's now cruising in across the deep south, where we have some severe thunderstorm watches in place, and then all that water heading up toward DC through New York and then back behind it. This huge ridge of high pressure that's beginning to develop across much of the west, bringing our neighboring states some pretty dry conditions as well. Tonight here in town, mostly clear skies, temps only falling into the upper 20s, so it should be a mild evening for a lot of us. Even up in the mountains, 20s and low 30s, so not a bad night. Futurecast, as we kind of fire this up, you'll notice not a ton going on. This is 10 o'clock tonight. We have mostly clear skies. 8 a.m. the sunshine is back for us statewide. I know I'm going through the time clock, but you're really not seeing too much change. Later tomorrow evening, we'll be tracking just a few high-level clouds drifting in across the San Juans, but that really is going to be about it. Soak in the sunshine. Tomorrow really kicks off the beginning of a warming trend around here. We're at 67 with some fairly calm winds. We'll stay in the mid to upper 60s for most of eastern Colorado, 40s and 50s up in the mountains tomorrow afternoon. 61 in Evergreen with about 67 in Arvada. Out toward Broomfield, Greeley, mid 50s in Estes Park, and then your 7-day forecast bringing the heat as we head toward Easter weekend, to say the very least. I know a lot of folks thinking about tomorrow and heading out to Coors Field. Gosh, it has been so long since folks have been able to enjoy baseball in action live. So opening day looks fantastic. And then again, the weekend, wow, 70s, low 80s, looking ahead toward next week. It should be great for all the Easter egg hunts, brunch outdoors, heading to church, just gorgeous. By the middle of next week, the temperatures are cooling off a bit. Right now, it looks like a storm will be pushing into the state, bringing the mountains a bit of snow. Right now, I'm still kind of fine-tuning that to see if we'll see some rain here in Denver. But again, that's a week away. We got a lot of time to figure that one out in between. All right, I'm jumping on Facebook. If y'all have any questions for me, hey, Jessica. I loved your shot of the thunder snow that we saw last night. So cool. I'm pretty sure it was you that sent us the photo. Hello, Einar, all the way in Norway. Love that you're joining us to get caught up on Denver weather. Hey, Seth, how are you doing? I am so ready for Easter. Marissa, yep, as they say, if you don't like the weather in Colorado, just wait 5 minutes from sunny and warm 89 degrees. Wow, Arizona. Okay, yeah, you guys take the cake, that's for sure, as far as the heat goes today. Dawn in Jamestown, New York. Wow. Thanks for joining us. Anastasia, I think I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but yeah, next Monday it looks like we're gonna head toward the low 80s. Just wonderful. I'm kind of liking this, you know, a little taste of some late spring, early summer kind of temperatures. Hi, Diane. When can I wear my shorts again? I mean, girl, I would say this weekend, bust them out. I know on Monday was my day off when we hit 75, and I was in the backyard just trying to soak up all the rays. It felt so good. Walter, wondering about how my Walter is doing. My pup is wonderful. He's actually being quiet at the moment, probably snoozing on the couch. Yes, Jessica, was you? Good. So cool. Yes, Steve, so ready for 80 degrees. Nick is here. Hey, Nick, how's it going? Yep, kind of sending off the wild winter season with that crazy blizzard. Wasn't it just a wild one? Is anyone going to opening day tomorrow? I'm not going, but I am just so ecstatic that they have such fabulous weather for it. Oh, wonderful. That sounds good. Does anyone else have any questions about the forecast? I know it's kind of a boring one, especially when we look back on the month of March and just how wild it has been. It kind of feels nice for all of us meteorologists to just catch our breath as we await the spring season and severe weather, which we know is going to be here before we know it, when we start seeing thunderstorms and tornadoes pop up across the eastern plains. So I'm kind of loving this forecast. Violet getting knee surgery on Friday and then outside healing and working on your tan. Hey, that is the spirit if I've ever heard one. I love it. Christopher liking the warm weather. Yes, you're going to opening day. It's going to be awesome. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for joining us here at noon. If you have any questions, you want to say what's up, you can find me right there on the bottom left-hand side, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at the WX Woman. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I will be back here tomorrow, same time, same place. Let's chat. Bye.